Good morning. I mentioned earlier on other videos that I'm having a major mouse problem, which I think is almost under control. I trapped one yesterday, I trapped one today, but as I have eliminated their food supply, they've started on the live plants. Most of the plants they've just nibbled and then walked away. But for some reason they really appreciate the vanilla orchid. So last night, apparently, they nibbled off. Let me put these down so you can actually see what's going on. Last night they nibbled off 2 of the 3 stalks on this plant. You can see that there's about 6 to 8 inches in between. They ate that piece. This one they ate down to the last leaf. Looks like that broke off last night. So I need to figure out something to try to get this plant recovering and also keep the mice from eating it. And I've got some ideas for the base. Got some ideas for how to protect this. I'll be putting a cover on this. But these need to have some kind of root base. They've been snipped off. They're basically rootless at this point. Now these little tendrils, they not only hold on, but they're also searching for water. These plants live in a very humid environment, and those will pull water out of the air. The mice, you can see that this is way down because the mice have been pulling it out and spreading it around on the floor, burrowing down into this. This stuff is just sphagnum moss. So I need to create a root base so that I can redo these plants so that I can let them root. So already wrapped this fishing line around the narrow neck of this container. Let me get some more of this wrapped back up. Don't want too much of it out while I'm working. You need to pick a spot. You need to pick a level. Whoop. That's not going to hurt anything, but it's just a surprise when it rolls over that way. Okay, we want to pick a level and then start wrapping. I'm going to take this 2 or 3 times around, and then I'm going to, in a sense, tie it off. So I'm going to hold on to that, wrap it the other way, unwrap some more because I need to get this through here. And yes, it might be easier if I cut off a piece, but I don't know precisely how much I'm going to need. So I choose to do it this way. So I'm going to bring it back around here, and I need to make sure that it stays at the level that I picked. So I'm going to bring it back around here. And then I'm going to start winding it up along the, oops, take it the other way. And start winding it up along the stick. Now I can stand up so that my knees get a rest. So get that out of the way. Okay, so I'm going to wind it up Now see, these tendrils are holding on. I need to break them loose so that I can get past them. Okay, and then I'm going to wrap it up over the top a couple of times, just to hold that thing in place. Give it a couple of loops here. I'm going to tie it off again. Okay. And wrap it this, okay. Just going to wrap it back down. This is going to hold it. Again, bring it here. To bring it around here and tie it off. And do a couple more wraps around here. It doesn't, okay, now have this end here from the original. So I'm going to cut this off. Get some space. Cut that off and tie it. Okay. Whoops. There we go. Okay, piece is longer than I thought. Okay. Now, let's make sure that's good and tight. Oh, it released. Okay, this will take a second. Let's get hold of the end and then tighten that down. And there we go. That should be a double, or a, anyway, a knot. Okay, so we've got that piece in place. Now, as I said, this is just sphagnum moss. And I already took off the bottom 4 leaves from this section. So I need to bury this. I may actually need to take moss out. That looks like it'll hold. Okay, I'm going to need to put some more moss in there, but you get the idea. So that'll continue to grow, but I need to make sure that while it doesn't have any roots, it stays wet, because it is not, it's going to take a little while for it to root. Double check this, because there is definitely one, got that here, coming up around, oh good. This one, I was wrong. This one is not the piece that was down there. The mouse must have eaten that off, because this is completely connected, and it's connected right here. So it's got some good, it's still rooted. So that one's still rooted. And then I need to do the cover, which is going to take some additional work. I have the root ball for the other vanilla plant, which the mice did exactly the same thing, but they chopped off all of it. So I've got the root ball for the vanilla plant, and for the other vanilla plant, I'm going to try to recover that. And this should create enough moisture for the second one to reroot. I've already created a basin for both pieces on the other vanilla. I need to move it out of this corner temporarily so that I can clean up clean up the mess the mice made. But hopefully in a couple of weeks it will have rooted, and I will be able to, again, well, in this case, have 4 vanilla plants instead of 2. Now what I'm planning on doing for the base, for the cover, I don't know if it will work yet, but what I want to do is take a lid and cut it. It'll probably be just the right, this in here where these bars end will probably be just about the right size. So I will cut it so that there is a small hole next to each of the stems so that the stems can go through and mice cannot make it. So theoretically, if they start chewing on them again, they won't get to the roots. Because what they did with this one was they completely ate it. The root mass is still there. There are still roots in there, but the base, the stem, is completely gone. So I need to work through this, get as many of the roots out as I can, and see if there's any way to recover it. I'll be doing that today. I'll talk with you later.